happens to you. No one escapes adversity. No one lives free of discomfort or misfortune or struggle. No, it will always be about what you do with what happens to you. In other words, it's not the event, it's the response. Not the obstacle, but the ability to navigate around it. Not the wave, but the ability to ride its momentum to something greater. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do about what happens to you. The famous Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." And I think this realization comes down to the fact that there is always a way. Buried underneath it all, something powerful to leverage.
Woo! Good morning, dreamers. Absolutely, a lot of amazing things are happening in here and on the way. Blessed Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Hope everybody's had a great start. Kickoff to the week already. I've seen so much momentum flowing into the chat. It fires me up every morning to be able to see the growth. Principle of Kaizen, 1% better every single day. Shane and Talina, Rudge in the building. Lovely. It's good to see you, Cedric. Love to see you, fam. Everybody is tapped in, and we are ready for another productive day, getting closer to the goals and getting closer to Monterrey, Mexico. It's coming in quick. I'm telling you, before we know, we are literally going to be out there in Mexico with the fam, experiencing all of this amazing bliss, and I can't wait to see it. So today's topic, fam, as you guys can see, is going to be another good one for today. It's really diving into what we think is what we become. And I've actually got 3 great questions that we got this morning to be able to go ahead and ask coming into the morning. Even at the end of the day, that's truly a really big piece of gaining clarity. And even for myself, I never heard this one, and this helped me a lot. So I know this is going to give a lot of value for the fan today. So let me get live on IG. Let's get this party started and let the games begin. What's everybody's word coming in for the month of June? Let me know if you guys picked out your words yet. If you guys thought about it, let me know. What's the focus coming into the month? What are we grateful for starting out the day? A lot to be grateful for. What we think, we become. IG, happy Wednesday. Good to see everybody. Hope you're vibrating high and feeling abundant, feeling blessed. So grateful to be on here with each of you. Grateful for God. Grateful for the growth. Grateful for June jumping to new levels. Grateful to be healthy, to be alive. We've got it in our Kongi. We've got in our Whole Foods for the morning. So I love to see it. Just give the laptop a little wash real quick. Love it, love it. Grateful for the fam. Grateful for these skill sets. Grateful to be alive. Yes, grateful for clean energy. Grateful to be able to put in the work towards the things that we want. Let's go. Blue Note, C Money, I see you. Enrique, yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Here we go. JD Hair Designs, I see you. Awesome. All right, fam. So what we think, we become. So we had a great topic come into this morning, and this was something that really rings because I know it's something that everybody, especially a lot of individuals outside of the dream team, outside of the access that we have, are going through a lot of these main issues. So here's number one. Here's my question for everybody today. Napoleon Hill, Bob Proctor, they all talk about something that's known as a thought leader, right? A thought leader, somebody who's willing to go against the grain, somebody who's not really worried about anybody else's opinion because they know the value that they offer and they know where it is that they're going. So here's my question for today. Everybody, when you woke up this morning, right? If I were to ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, where was your level of energy at when you woke up for the morning? Let me know. When you woke up, your eyes finally opened, you became conscious. Where was that level of energy when we first became awake? And this is crucial. I'm telling you right now. These are questions even for myself, doing a self-assessment to really just analyze, like, man, every day throughout this week, there was a couple of days that I did wake up thinking in lack, that I did wake up thinking about the past, that I did wake up thinking about what's maybe not going right in my life. And I know exactly what that thought transfers into as far as an emotion, right? It doesn't feel very good. And normally how we start the day, that's normally how it flows. So just ask yourself that question. Drop it maybe down in the chat. 1 to 10, where do you believe that you woke up? And here's what my mentor says. He says, if you woke up and that energy level was below a level 10, guess what? That's nobody else's fault but our own. And that's so interesting to think about, because he said, I don't care what happened yesterday. I don't care what's going on in your life. If we woke up today with a brand new day, a brand new sunrise, a whole brand new opportunity to grow, and our energy was less than the 10, we can't blame anybody but ourselves, because the only thing that we can control is in the mind, right? It's in that 6 inches that we think about every single day. So here was the next question that he asked. He said, what was our level of gratitude the moment that we woke up? Why do you guys think about every day we drop? What day of our gratitude journey that we're on? Today's what? Day 600. Let me see. 687. 687 days straight, writing out the gratitude, writing out the vision, writing out the feeling. What do we want to feel? What do we want the summer months to look like? What do we want our body? What do we want our connection with our creator? It starts with putting things down on paper. So for all of you, all have been so consistent. Honestly, I'm so grateful to be around this community with such savages, with such like-minded individuals. That's what makes this journey really fulfilling. Because every single one of you, your energy, your wins, your successes, it inspires me. It inspires everybody around us. Like, shout out to Shane. Shout out to Shane Talina. Literally, Talina just hit her 500 day plus. Shane's over 700 days strong. That's inspiring. Your logs, your effort, whether you know it or not, is inspiring those that you don't even know. So it's huge. This is big. All right. Here's my next question for today, right? Gratitude determines altitude. So the reason why we're doing this is because whatever level that our gratitude is, that is the altitude that we're going to be able to get to. And it took me a long time to realize that, because I was waking up with no gratitude. I was waking up just taking so many things for granted. And guess what? That altitude, things can go up, but they can go down just as fast. And it's not just money, right? It can be all different areas of life that we can be tested. So gratitude is a huge piece that we really got dialed in 687 days ago. So you know what? Every day we're not going to miss. And we're going to write 10 things we're blessed and grateful for. We're going to journal the vision. We're going to journal where it is that we see ourselves and the impact that we plan to leave. Okay. Here's my next piece. He said, did our thoughts lead this morning? Watch, this is a really good question. He said, did our thoughts lead this morning? Or did our habits take over? Let that sink in. Ask yourself that question. Did our thoughts lead this morning, or did our habits take over? You see, a habit could be something like I used to do all the time. I used to wake up and my habit was to check my phone. I got to check my messages. I got to check my trades. I got to check my emails. No. These are habits that's not conducive to growth, right? But somebody that wakes up thinking about thoughts instead of letting the habits take over, this is where something starts to shift. Because thoughts is something that we can direct. But a habit, most of the time, habits, we're humans of habit. And humans of habit tend to go ahead and go towards the easiest thing for the brain. And most of the time, that's scrolling through social media, checking the news, not doing any deep work or personal development. There's an audio that we've listened to for years. Shane and Talina knows that if you guys go on YouTube and you type in Sun 10-minute meditation, I believe her name is Sun Horizon. You can correct me by chance if you happen to know it, Shane. But I remember for months, literally for 6 months plus at a time, we would wake up every single day. And the second that we would wake up, we would literally go to YouTube, go to our playlist, play that 10-minute visualization. Jess Heplock, yes. And the first 10 minutes when we wake up, we're visualizing our goals. We're visualizing the day. We're visualizing the wins. We're visualizing all the little accomplishments before it even happens. And it's kind of like the kicker analogy that I gave you guys earlier this week, right? Before the kicker always takes his 3 steps, he always visualizes it going to the goalpost first. We can do that with our day. I do this every single day when I'm waking up, and I do it every single day while I'm in the shower. I'm visualizing the day. I'm visualizing abundance and the right people, opportunities, and situations just flowing and becoming magnetic into my life. And I'm feeling it. I'm embodying it as if it's already done. Feeling healthy, right? Wearing that suit on stage, seeing the family on stage, just in the audience, clapping and seeing the tears roll down everybody's face. I see it. Everybody out in Mexico just living these unreal experiences on the beach, Airbnbs, these late night conversations, over to the private masterminds. I've seen it all and played it over and over because I'm not spending so much time replaying the past. But what I am spending time is pre-playing the future. And that's the key. This is why you see it over and over, in multiple different readings inside of the Bible. Without a vision, the people perish. So you notice every single Sunday, fam, we paint the vision, right? We've got trips coming up. We've got the biggest event of the year happening in November with over 10,000 like-minded souls in the room, hungry to learn, just like you and I, from different cultures and backgrounds, and be able to have those conversations, those memories, maybe that one question that we ask that allows us to get to the next level. It makes all of this time worth it. So get ready, because we've got some incredible experiences here. And along the way, I can tell you that. Chris Terry, he just talked about it last week. He's got some announcements that are going to blow our socks off coming into the event in November, without a doubt. November 3rd to the 5th. If you guys don't know right now, put it on your schedule, mark it down, circle it 9.5 times, because this is where we're all leading towards for the rest of the year, right? To have goals hit month by month, to lead into that point to where, what's that one domino that's going to knock down all the other dominoes? What's that one goal, that major DMP goal for the year that we're reading every day? And that goal is going to knock out everything. For a lot of us, it's going to be different. Some of you might be your body. Some of you might be your finance. Some of you might be your relationship with your creator. But I can tell you right now, when we get clear on that, things start to move out of the way. And it allows room for the new. And this is all about thought creation. So he asked us this question: how much time do we spend creating this morning, visualizing, building this dream? And then he asked, well, what's the potential? What's the potential for you and I to go out and create powerful and creative thoughts? It's limitless. There's no limit. But it starts believing it and building it in the mind first. The next thing he talked about, he said, this is interesting. Watch this. He said, what would somebody like to read about the lessons that we've been able to learn, about the journeys that we've taken, about maybe even something that happened yesterday inside of our life? You guys realize anybody that's watching us on our stories in your journey, there's lessons that we can go and extract to go ahead and allow somebody to learn. What would the newest person coming into e-commerce, what would be 3 things that would help out their journey? 3 things. Getting access to the right mentorship, being able to plug into the right academies, being able to have the right community to ask questions and walk you through. 3 things we can easily go and explain about to our audience to allow them to see that, if they took the step, if they were working a full-time job, maybe I can too. So there's always lessons. There's always things that we can go ahead and take from to be able to teach. Every one of you have a teachable moment. The reason why you got started is a teachable moment. The reason why I got started is a teachable moment, right? I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that right there is where a lot of people are. That's where most can truly see themselves making a change. Because when the pain of change outweighs the pain of staying the same, that's when most people will end up changing. So here's my 3 questions coming into today. I told you guys I had a tactical exercise that everybody can use inside of the morning, at nighttime. And here it is. You ready? Here's the 3 questions for the day. He says, when you guys wake up and you go to sleep, number 1, for yesterday, right? Do we want to go ahead and replace it? Do we want to go ahead and repair it? Or do we want to go ahead and repeat it? 3 things. Think about the yesterday that happened. Do we want to replace it? Do we want to repair it? Or do we want to repeat it? What are the great things that we did yesterday that maybe we want to repeat? You were on point at the gym. You didn't slack off eating. You were drinking your alkaline. Those are some things we can repeat. But maybe what are some things that we want to replace from yesterday? Maybe it could be scrolling too much. Maybe it could be hanging out with too many people that's not conducive to leveling up for the summer. You have repeat, replace, and repair, right? Maybe there's somebody that we can make a call to that you never know where that phone call could lead to. Could be a family member, could be a cousin, could be maybe a childhood friend you haven't talked to in years. So you got to pick up that phone and just check in, see what's going on. But I'm telling you, even for myself, these are 3 game-changing questions that really allowed me to get some clarity. So I can get better from yesterday, because I know for me, I have things I can replace. I have things I can repair. And I definitely have things that I can go ahead and repeat, right? Hit the gym yesterday, absolutely on fire. Clean with the diet. Some things I can repair, right? Didn't post as much on social media as I wanted to. Had a lot going on. Replace, right? What are some things that you and I can replace? It's going to be different for everybody, but it's crucial to take some time to really dig into these questions. And here's the last thing I want to leave everybody with. He said, waking up in the morning, right? We're talking about energy. We're talking about what we think we become. He said, if you're the type of person who wakes up in the morning with a sneer, who wakes up in the morning like, man, it's just another day. He said, I can probably predict how the month, how the week, how the rest of the year is going to go, because we're creatures of habits. And every day that we do that, and every day we don't address that thinking, we don't actually figure out, like, why am I actually thinking that? Why am I stuck on so much negativity? Why do I keep going inside of this black hole of lack of self-confidence? And the root of those questions, this is going to uncover a lot. Maybe it's a lack of security. Maybe we're afraid of what anybody else thinks. Maybe we're so worried about being perfect that we have analysis paralysis. Something that I struggle with. For me, right? I've always been the type of person to say I'm a perfectionist. But my mentor always says a perfectionist is just somebody who keeps procrastinating, waiting for the perfect moment. So there's never a perfect moment for any of us or for anybody to go out and just take the jump. He said, you know what? Forget about being perfect. I want you to think about just done. Done is the new perfect. Because guess what? The first one, most of the time, is the worst one. But it's like you're going to get better. You're going to grow. You're going to learn from it. And the next time that you do it, you're going to have a little bit more experience and more confidence under your belt. So fam, that being said, that is my training coming in for today. I hope you guys got a little bit of value. If you did, go ahead and drop some 3s down below. Smash that like button if you guys are ready to go ahead and step into the summer of separation. We've got a phenomenal call coming into the evening. Today is Wednesday, so we have our Skill Set Wednesday call coming up at 8 p.m. Anything you need, we're here for you every step of the way. Don't be afraid to reach out. Hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of the afternoon, and get ready. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning of, I believe, one of the greatest summers of our lives. So remember, fam, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Have a great day. Let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. It's game time. Let's get to work.